Inshallah, we're going to start with the recitation of the Quran by Daniel, and we'll have a translation by Zaina.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم شهر رمضان الذي أنزل فيه القرآن هدى للناس وبينات من الهدى والفرقان فمن شهد منكم الشهر فليصمه ومن كان مريضا أو على سفر فعدة من أيام أخر يريد الله بكم اليسر ولا يريد بكم العسر ولتكملوا العدة ولتكبروا الله على ما هداكم ولعلكم تشكرون صدق الله العظيم.
In the name of Allah, the most merciful and the most gracious. Ramadan is a month in which the Quran was revealed as a guide for humanity with clear proofs of guidance and the standard to distinguish between right and wrong. So whoever is present this month, let them fast. But whoever is ill or on a journey, then let them fast an equal number of days after Ramadan. Allah intends ease for you, not hardship, so that you may complete the prescribed period and proclaim the greatness of Allah for guiding you. And perhaps you will be grateful. Thank you.
And I'd like to invite our very own Abdul Karim Yusufi for welcome remarks.
Assalamu alaikum. Paramus community, welcome. Usually they start with the officials. I'm not starting with them. Today I am starting with you because you're making this community great. Now, on your behalf, I would love to welcome our officials. Of course, here on the right. And the first one is our mayor, Chris DiBiase. Please, a round of applause for him. Thank you very much for coming. And since we are in the welcoming phase, I would like really to thank our fellow organizers of this event. This is the first time the Paramus Muslim community is holding Iftar. And we are very delighted to have you guys here. Very delighted, all of you. And inshallah, in the grace of Allah, that for the future to come, we'll have many of these, in the future. Now, that's being said, probably some people are still coming, but if they don't, they still will come at any time. All right, I'm not gonna make it very long here. The most important thing I'd like to kind of touch on is that one of the very basic tenets of Islam is that we do fast. And you probably, of course, you had heard the Quran recited both in Arabic and in English. And there are two verses before that. And that verse says, "O believers, fasting has been written upon you as it has been written upon people before you." So since the creation of man, since Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created Adam, fasting has been one of the most important principles of faith. And of course, you all know it's nothing to us as just Muslim, but to all of you too, you know that. And why fasting? Why we are fasting? Again, I'm not going to go to the details. Today, we're just going to have fun and have iftar and so on. But the greatest things about fasting is that obedience, acknowledging people, accepting everyone, encompassing everyone on earth, not just on this room, It's just too little to compare, right? Now, maybe I don't have that much of humor, so you could laugh, but I don't want you to laugh anyway. The most important thing that many people talk about when they talk about Ramadan, they say, okay, we fast so other people could feel. We feel for people that, when they are hungry. That's just part, a very minute part in our faith. The greatest point of this Ramadan is that so we do fast not only from food, but from backbiting each other, from doing bad things, from being an extra good, faithful individual. We always must be performing as such. In Ramadan, however, we do more of the good things. We do open our doors. We do definitely talk to our neighbors. We share food, and we do visit each other's. And of course, we do a lot of praying in the night that, we keep people in town busy, so the streets are not empty in the evening, you can see it like running back and forth going to the masajid. The other thing that we have to understand is that as Muslims being in Paramus here, we are a community. We are basically reaching out to each other and feeling like we must get together, not just in Ramadan, also in many other events, so we could share the things that we care about. And what we care about in Paramus, we care about Paramus. Right, Chris? And that's why you are our mayor. And of course, I'm not going to forget the sheriff of Bergen County here. You are very welcome to be here. And the council people and our guests, on top of them, of course, I'm not going to forget Jeannie. She is the mother of all Paramus here, and I would like to call her that one. Without further ado, time is not going to be in our favor. We're going to allow people, of course, to we have some kind of a long program, but we're going to cut it short because of the time. So please welcome. Thank you very much, and I appreciate your coming. And you are all welcome here to have us together, and we have you. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Good evening. I want to take the time to thank you all for coming. This year, with this Iftar, we've decided to take a little more expansive view on what our Paramus Muslim community is and who our Paramus Muslim community is. It's only human to sort of self-organize and self-sort among each other into our own groups and our own cliques. And then once our own circle is big enough, it's easy to just say, I'm good where I'm at. I don't need any more friends. But when God teaches us about the Ummah through our beloved Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, it isn't about whether we're good with where we're at or whether we need more friends. Keeping the Ummah in mind, we always take an external view, a view outside of our own selves, that I might be okay, but what about my neighbor? Are they okay? Islam teaches us to show as much care for our fellow neighbor as we would for ourselves. And a chain is only as strong as its weakest link. And in Paramus, we have a lot of our sisters and brothers to care for. Muslims are living in Paramus to the tune of 2,600 people. And by our own estimates, that number is growing by roughly 3 to 5% every single year. And so many people that we had to turn a lot of mouths away. But maybe we'll have some leftovers. Doubtful. Muslim students in the Paramus public school system account for 1 in every 10 students. And for all of this mass, Muslims are a diverse group, an intercontinental group. We are South American Muslims, European Muslims, South Asian Muslims, East Asian Muslims, African Muslims, Middle Eastern Muslims. But that very diversity necessitates inclusion. It's easy for us to have all of this diversity and then become clumpy and cliquey. And this Iftar is an opportunity for all of us to shake new hands, spark new friendships, and schedule new playdates. And barring coworkers and spouses, it's hard not to like people you see and meet often. Being working professionals, executives, and business owners, as busy as our lives get, if we don't schedule time for people when we need it most, we'll never find the time or the people. And being working professionals, executives, business owners, as busy as our lives get, for organizing this Iftar, I want to recognize our fellow community leaders and organizers who made this possible. They say that too many chefs spoil the broth, but not these chefs and not this broth. making this iftar possible not only by organizing and making all the arrangements, the decorations, the invitations, but also by committing their time and hard-earned money to bring everyone together for a good meal, a good time, and a good prayer. This event matters a tremendous amount. My Uncle Kaja Khatib, Dr. Nick Manahan, and Mubin Sheikh, Muhammad Rida, Abdul Karim Yusufi, she's walking around, Zara Naqvi, Ashbal Naqvi, and Tahir Naqvi. Are you sure you don't want to be mayor? And also, we can't forget Shahjahan Sheikh, Sheikh Walid, Sayyid Rahmatullah, and Muhammad Parvez. As Brother Abdul Karim mentioned, we are truly honored to have our mayor and council with us today. And I'd like to invite Mayor Chris DiPiazza to the stage.
Good evening. Thanks for having me. Thanks for having the governing body, the borough administrator, Hector Omo. A couple days ago, I got to celebrate Ramadan over at the Fusion Center, and I'm seeing a lot of familiar faces. And during this time of year, getting invited to holiday events in the Muslim community, it's always a privilege and an honor because I'm learning more about your faith, a faith that I'm not part of, but share core values. And when I spoke at the Fusion Center, I mentioned that if you watch college basketball, there was UConn had University of Connecticut had three Muslim players, and they were fasting during the biggest tournament and the biggest games of their lives. And CBS, after one of the games, asked one of their key players, how do you do it? How do you not eat while playing the biggest games of your life? How do you do that sacrifice? And the gentleman's name was, his last name was Sonogo, and he told the reporter, there's people in this world sacrificing more than that. And that kind of hit me at what this holiday means to the Muslim community. It's about sacrifice, it's about reflection, it's about being appreciative of what you have and knowing that there's other people in this world that aren't as fortunate and not as fortunate to live in not only Paramus, but in the greatest country in the world as well. So it's an honor to be here tonight and share this holiday with you. Paramus, under a microscope, is America. We have churches, we have synagogues, we have mosques, all on our main roads. Like the gentleman before said, the Muslim community is a growing community in this town, and we welcome everybody with an open arms. My office the door is always open to problems that may arise, whether it's in the schools, whether it's in the community. I can't promise you that your tree will be cut down, but I'll always be there for you. So will my team, Council President Rob Kaiser, Councilman Jorge Quintana, Councilman Al Nadera, Councilwoman Jean Weber, and Councilman Ace Antonio, along with Hector Omo. We're here tonight because we know how important this community is part of the community as a whole. So God bless everyone. Thank you again for inviting me, and enjoy the night. Thank you.
I'm fasting and I'm really tired and I might have forgotten my manners, but there's another very important person here that I didn't call to the stage, Bergen County Sheriff.
Assalamu alaikum. Ramadan Mubarak. All right. It's an honor and pleasure to stand before you as your Bergen County Sheriff. I've been to several in the past couple of weeks, and it's been a great experience. And as I've mentioned many times before in other settings, each time I come together, I get to learn more and more, and I get to make more and more friends. And we talk about different cultures. That's what it's all about. When we talk about fasting, when we're talking about praying, that's what it's all about. You pray, you fast, you pray, then you come together as a family and have the sustenance. To me, that's what life is all about, and we come here and share the same experience. From a professional standpoint, as your sheriff, 2 weeks ago we had the opportunity of hosting a security briefing for the Muslim community at the Fusion Center. Eunice, I'm sorry, I just saw you. That's my godfather. But no, we came together because, we wanted to discuss safeties in our community. It's unfortunate in America that people come together and attack one another, and when you ask the question why, no one can come up with a sensible answer. But the answer should be, let's come together at the table, discuss, and learn about one another, and that'll put that to the side. And that's the key driving point we have to do. Now, in the previous iftars I've gone to, I found something, and I'm going to continue the course and read it. If you indulge me for a moment. It was Muhammad who made us raise our eyes from the dust beneath to view the glory of the starry heaven above. It was Muhammad who led us to the death of darkness, to the grandeur of light of God. The prophet was the one who led us to break our stone statues and wooden gods. It was Muhammad who lifted us out of the filth of idolatries to relish the serenity of God's transcendence. On the night of power in one Ramadan, the Quran descended on Muhammad, and he received the first verses of the cave of Hira. Now, I found that out, and I said, wow, I never knew this, but I took the initiative to learn because of newfound friends, not being afraid to learn about folks. I have to admit, I'm going to get off the mic soon. I have to admit, I lived in a silo for the longest because based on my community, this is all I saw. But as I got older in life, as I got more experience, now I understand the importance and realize the importance as a person of God, what we are here for. Assimilate together, love one another, do what God has taught us to do, and what other happiness comes beyond that. All right, now during the Ramadan season, the Sheriff Department is going to be out there, of course, protecting everybody, all the parks, the highways. I tell the officers to serve the community, you got to love serving the community. And that's what we base ourselves on, serving the community and love doing it. If you don't love doing it, I think you need to find somewhere else to go and work. That's what it's all about. Thank you.
And Congressman Gottheimer couldn't make it today, but he did make sure that he sent a representative from his office. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to invite Diana. And then fellow organizers for this event, please come on stage, please.
I am here to present a Congressional Certificate of Recognition presented to the Paramus Muslims on the occasion of the Ramadan Iftar dinner. Yes.
Hey, we have nothing more?
No, this is all. This is all.
And then also, we have our young authors with us here today. Mateen, Mehreen, Assad, please come to the stage. We have, I guess it's the check, I guess it's the cash, I don't know, you'll have to wait to find out. But this is a little gesture, token of appreciation for your book. Yeah. And it doesn't stop over there. We also have certificates of commendation from Senator Lagana's office, which Zaina will present.
On behalf of the Senator Joe Lagana's office, the Senate and General Assembly, joint legislative resolution by Senator Lagana, Assemblyman Tully, and Assemblywoman Swain. This legislation hereby commends Assad Jalana, Mehreen Hatib, and Mateen Amenyar, pays tribute to their records of leadership and their steadfast commitment to improving the experiences of Muslim students. Oh, and I would like to invite their parents up to the stage, please. Thank you, everyone, for your hard work. Thank you.
There was one missing part of welcome because just people came, you know. If one person came, I'm gonna come here and still welcome them. So you gotta bear with me for tonight. All right, agreed, right? So I'd like to welcome our brother, father, who has been an instrumental in really working for the community, Brother Muhammad Yunus, who had been, you know, for the longest of the American Muslims Union, basically. And we recognize him here. I just saw him recently, you know, but you know, he deserved to be acknowledged all the time for the hard work that he's been doing. In addition, I am not forgetting the volunteers. Volunteers, where are you? A big round of applause for the volunteers. They have made this hall looks beautiful. You know, thank you very much. Here is Brother Muhammad Yunus. Of course, you could say what.
Assalamu alaikum. Well, our community is a great community and they deserve to be served and to help. And that's all I need. Nothing more, nothing less. Thank you very much.
We're going to present a plaque. I don't know where she is. I can't see her. To Sarah Maimin, Paramus High School representative to the Board of Education. The Muslims of Paramus would like to present a plaque to you for outstanding service and being a role model for Muslim youth. And we have Melissa Caminiti, and I'm putting her on the spot right now. You got to come because we're presenting a plaque.
Thank you for having me, everyone. I've been a member of the Paramus Board of Education for 9 years now. Past 2 years as president. I don't know if any of my Board of Ed colleagues are here or not, but I know that they would be equally happy to present this to Sarah. So even before the state of New Jersey mandated all boards of education to have a student representative, we as a board decided that it was something that we wanted to do. We had it in the works, and then COVID got in the way, so it took a little bit of time to implement, and then we were able to do so. And the representative was not someone that we chose, it was someone that the student body chose. So I think that says a lot for Sarah and her respect and admiration that her fellow classmates have for her. It really means a lot. I can't even begin to tell you the amount of work that she has put into it so far. The ideas, the ingenuity, the creativity, it's amazing. She is an amazing girl, an amazing young woman who's gonna really go places. And we're very happy to have her sit with us every month. I know she's learned a lot. I would love to hear her perspective on all of it because it is quite a lot, but we really do appreciate you. And this is for you. So again, we're very pleased to have Sarah with us. And on behalf of myself, I just want to say thank you for having me. Sorry I'm late. And I hope you're all enjoying your Ramadan. And this event looks very nice. Nice packed house. Good to see it. Thank you so much. Are you going to talk?
I think we are approaching Iftar time. And without further ado, I'd like to call Sheikh Walid to come and do dua. And of course, adhan after that.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ramadan Mubarak to everyone. A blessed, mashallah, gathering, blessed Jama', blessed congregation. Very proud, very promising. May Allah bless you. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala pour upon all of us His blessings. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala empty upon of us the tanks of His rahmah, the tanks of His mercy. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept from each and every one his efforts, his deeds, his every moment that he exerts to earn the pleasure of Allah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is generous, and so is Ramadan. Ramadan also is generous, and it gives back. So I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept Ramadan from us, to accept all our efforts, and inshallah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we will see all of this in the hereafter, and we will be pleased. May Allah bless you. Ramadan Mubarak Kareem, and may Allah bless you. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
I think Ramadan, we hear a lot about what it means to Muslims, but I think in truth, Ramadan means a lot of different things to a lot of different people. For some people, Ramadan is just staying hungry for 12 or 16 hours a day. For other people, Ramadan is about building discipline. It's not easy to stay away from food, to stay away from water. And then for other people, Ramadan is about family. This is a time where everyone finally gets to buckle down and spend time on whatever matters. And that's, other than just God, it's also about relationships as well. I can tell you for myself, Ramadan is about community. It's always ever been about community. Growing up, this is all we'd look forward to every single day. We'd look forward to breaking fast with our friends and our family. We'd look forward to going to the masjid and meeting with our other community members. We'd look forward to speaking with our elected officials, sharing the moment.
Okay, so once again, my name is Asad, and I think as far as what Ramadan means to me and more so us is the time period of Ramadan and what it means for community in general. I think events like these encapsulate, especially this year, what Ramadan really is about, and that it's so much more than a religious holy month, of course, but it's also a month that we can use to combat Islamophobia and fight against injustice through raising awareness with events like these, with plaques like we were given by the state legislator, with plaques like Sarah was given, our board representative. That shows what Ramadan is about, and that it's not only about us celebrating within ourselves, but celebrating within Muslims and our Muslim allies. That's what it's about.
Anyways, what Ramadan means to me is eating my mom's food that she never makes when it's not Ramadan. Here we go.
And that's it, folks. Time for the adhan.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha
Hi, everybody. I wasn't expected to speak this evening, but my friend Mo here insisted. But I would like to thank everyone in the room tonight for inviting the Borough Council. I'm honored to be here, learn about your faith, and I look forward to many more to gatherings with you. And thanks again, and enjoy.
Thank you for having us. Thank you so much.
Assalamu alaikum. Enjoy, and thank you for having us.
Thank you for inviting us here. We wish you all a wonderful life and a wonderful year. We hope to be here again next year. Thank you.
Good evening. Assalamu alaikum. Ramadan Mubarak. And thank you for inviting us. You know, this is a great community. Paramus is such a diverse community, and the Muslim population is very important to us. Okay, thank you very much for inviting us.
Once again, thank you everybody for coming. We had to turn away a lot of people. Unfortunately, we were overbooked, but inshallah next year we hope to have an event double this size.